Russia's gains in its war in Ukraine have worried Baltic states, who have long feared they could be President Vladimir Putin's next target. Leaders in NATO member Estonia believe it's not a matter of if, but when the Russians will start another war. And so they're working to be as prepared as possible for a conventional conflict and one in cyberspace. CNA's Otelli Edwards spoke with Estonian Minister of Defense Hanno Pevkur at the Shangri-La Dialogue.
We are looking very carefully at what we can do more ourselves and what we can do together with our allies to keep the deterrence message also to Russia, that don't even think about doing it again. Because more than 100 years ago, Estonia had its own independence war against Russia. That time we started the war with 2,000 men, and not all the men had rifles, but we were able to win this war. But of course, our army is much different from these times, and we are able to defend our countries, but nobody wants to end up in the war. So,
and also 100 years ago, you don't have cyber threats, for instance. That's
cyber threats, hybrid threats, all that. So it is a totally new world we are living in.
Yeah. So I believe Estonia has been a target of Russian cyber attacks in the past. How concerned are you about China's growing cyber capabilities?
China has huge cyber capabilities, and of course, this is one domain which has not been, for a long, for the country is important. But now we see more and more that not only cyber but also hybrid attacks. When we see that, that Russia is conducting already special operations, not only in Estonia but also Britain, Spain, Germany, Poland, that they are started to be more aggressive, and probably the same indications you can see also from the Chinese perspective and for what China is doing. And of course, cyber is something, you don't have to invade some country. You can do a lot of harm to civilians. You can take down the electricity, you can take down the water supply or whatever, just sitting somewhere in the basement of some other capital. So this is why, of course, we've done something maybe which is quite unique. So we've created in Estonia so-called Cyber Defense League. So we have the voluntary military organization called Defense League, and inside of that we have the Cyber Defense League, which brings together all the experts of private sector, if necessary. So since 2007, when we faced the first large-scale state-orchestrated cyber attack towards Estonia from Russia, then since that time we've established that Cyber Defense League, and this has been helping us a lot during the cyber attacks of Russia.